we go to buy books in Liyue.
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide. Do you have—
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really— It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingse village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print—
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection? Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingse and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth? My pleasure, fellow book lover.
Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting.
Are you buying or not?
I've had my heart set on getting hold of a copy of Legend of the Shattered. Frankly, I'd be willing to do whatever it takes to get my hands on.
So, are you buying or not?
Adventure time!
heavens are smiting me. Smiting? Uh-huh. And what do you want? Come.
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide.
Huh. Don't get me started on the topic of my book. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going south. Then the Fatui started working to sabotage me. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means? Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my entire life to curating, collecting, caring. It's useless ranting and raving at you like this. All I can do is try to save enough Mora to buy. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you. Goodbye.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Legend of the Shattered Halberd? There's a title I haven't heard in a long time.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. Granted, but over time it was the work that came to define the genre of martial. Barely any copies of the first edition were ever.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume.
You mean you still have it?
Yes. It is my one and only.
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. I'm sure you don't need me to
But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate?
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make it.
Just who do you think?
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need.
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master. In this day and... Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over it.
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. Just you wait. You'll be... And you, Chang? You're selling that core lapis whether you...
Oh, how the wolves prey upon...
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore.
3 long years I have waited for this day.
All right, give it a rest.
Hey, where are you going? We still... You like reading, huh, Mr. 5-second hero?
Oh, amazing! I never saw that.
Hello?
No wonder this book is so high.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery, pure and simple.
Don't forget me. I'm in too.
Oh, so now you can hear what we're saying.
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back. Of course I do. An initial plan, anyway. Give me a second to reflect.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. Would you? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say goof?
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree.
Quit quoting.
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader, especially when the one you seek to threaten.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all. But you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict. Why should I cower in the face of evil?
Oh, great speech.
There you are, eavesdropper. The more, the merrier.
That really hurt!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Blink!
Over here!
Rain outlines your fate.
Another one, Uncle Gast.
Let me amuse myself.
Rain outlines your fate.
The more, the merrier. Over here!
Rain.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my opponents. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause more trouble.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a...
That idea works, but what are you
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me...
You really have stuff to do?
Wow. So that's how that turned out.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying! Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face! Fine, but from now on...
We have the finest of tea.
You go first. One more page and...
Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention anything about... The Master's dealing with some urgent business today.
Urgent business?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The Master has stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone. No, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me. I'm sorry. I beg for your mercy.
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to... Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on his...
Thank you.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator. Paimon loves compliments and all, but anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be what... In that case, let's get ourselves... Seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being...
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. But it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell...
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that we are willing to lend a certain degree of support. You may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for...
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry Moutsai is colluding with the Fatui. Who knows if Guwa Geek has made any progress? Should we go tell him?
So, are you buying or not?
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
You said you had other things to look into, as when actually all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to park your backside while you...
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound clever?
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, please deliver this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. They will know what to do. My liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Hence why I said the Feiyun Commerce Guild will...
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds. Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around here. Having such big backing would be great and all, but I...
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will... Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey! Stop ignoring Paimon!
Ad Astra... Ad Astra...
I think I may have tried something new at the Wanmin restaurant. Liyue people must have iron stomachs.
Wow.
Stomachs.
Wow. Leo has really got a lot going for it.
Oh,
Cheap
think I may have-
chop suey.
listen. Let me
What are you staring at?
Go.
New stock at Seago Antiques?
Feel free to take a look around.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises. Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Paimon knows this. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue. Known as Lee style, the flagship restaurant of the Lee style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face. Don't talk to Paimon like that!
Master Child.
Aha, you made it. As promised, I've found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would have...
So, where is he? In Lioli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadow?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving...
Indeed. It is as... The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhongli because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhongli has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over... The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is... In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been...
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng funeral parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo-Archon's last rites?
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the... If we are agreed, come with me. We will...
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks. My chopsticks.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, Traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? Indeed, the weight of 3,700 years' worth of history runs deepest in the true organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the seven nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prize Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you
Betting? No, we're here for...
Noctilucous Jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an...
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
All
Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not...
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous Jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern. Only after the item made using Noctilucous Jade has taken shape. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that...
Whoa! To think it's that easy!
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade, and a true insider would know it. A fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger, the patterns, the facade. These are all the finger. Noctilucous Jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put...
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just said that we might... We're back to buy some rocks, boss, but...
burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... Well, how about this? I can take a small sample...
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Oh, if I'd taken on...
But wouldn't something this...
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
What sort of conditions?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think...
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Group. Now, let's pack those samples up.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line.
Faster?
Nice and spicy. There's still soup in here. These hilly churls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. We're ready to go. Paimon will help use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So, pay close attention. Whoa! That light came from the first Noctilucous Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors! Let's take care of them and continue again after. Lucas jade, didn't it? More hilly churros. They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food. Nice and spicy.
Faster? Wow. Orders given. Orders received.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Life goes on.
Get out of here! Take cover!
Oh, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third Noctilucous jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Adventure time!
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for...
Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Paimon remembers that it wasn't very bright. Think a bit harder. Huh? No, it wasn't that one. Paimon remembers that. Think a bit harder. Exactly. That's the one Paimon remembers too.
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought. Oh, it's hard. It is said that when our Lord... Alas.
Are you sure you didn't want to eat?
If not for our Lord's protection...
I'm sure Rex...
in the safe hands of the Liu Chithing and good, honest merchants such as yourself, I, for one, believe that Liu will...
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute! He said it was half—
Oh, right. I'm sorry. As I thought, I didn't—
Any what?
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait! Didn't Child give us some advance— That's a relief. Have a look.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite a—
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single Mora.
I will do my best. You have my thanks.
Adventure time!
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a... Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. That's right. The Liyue Qixing have acquiesced to you.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the... Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, also the...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. Surely they must have... These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily...
Golden House?
The only mint in Liyue, which is to say the only mint in Teyvat. All the Mora that flows throughout the world is mint...
Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. But why do you know...
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. In Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns, only contracts may not... Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers... Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society.
We shall not speak of the details right now.
May the Lord of Geo protect you, and fortune find you.
Adventure time!
Hey, boss, do you sell silk?
Silk flowers? We certain.
Which kind?
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here.
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse at your leisure.
Silk flowers exhibit different. Just look at the above. By contrast, lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Silk flowers have all but.
Wow!
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch. They are on track to set foot.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too hungry.
I'll take them all.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing up, but this silk flower purchase is not an analogous. Perhaps you don't know, like several other tedious and complicated traditions, but this is the only rite of parting to take. Now that's settled.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you?
Yes, in a.
Gosh, well, why didn't you? It would be.
Are you serious?
Why would. If he had.
Huh.
Thank you, boss.
Our skin.
Please.
So, now that we've got the.
Ideally, with the help of an expert. Unfortunately.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies?
I will wait for you near the Statue of the Seven.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just
Well, do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're—
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is— Oh, it must be from the Genshin flowers I picked on the way back.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wildflower.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume...
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty. Thanks, Lan. See you around.
Hello.
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scent. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because
That's the worst thing
While we're on the subject, have you never heard any-
Yang-er? Oh!
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to-
Great! This is...
Adventure time!
Well, hello. You found...
What? How did you know we were...
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find...
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like...
What can I say? People love to talk. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like? I'm not wearing any, darling. Could it be that you've been bewitched by my natural scent? If so, I'm afraid it's one of a kind.
Whatever this is, you guys need to snap out of it right now. Hand her the silk flowers.
3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it? Is that the best you could...
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition.
As one of my favorite poems goes, "Oh, cherry tree."
That went over...
In short, I'm... So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? Where is that? Somewhere closer to home. I've had a word with... Are you ready?
What did you...
I meant make... Well, I'm...
Restaurant. Should I save this money or invest it? Listen, let me tell you how. Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
And the world at my feet.
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
This water will... Now, perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. You need to keep your wrist firm. Now, use your strong hand to... Ooh, you're a natural. Now, take these and try it out on your own using a nearby... Don't forget to do all 3. They look visual.
Leo's really got a lot going for it. Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Adventure time!
Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Wow, the acid you must take, so please don't waste it. All 3 perfumes are ready, and you might a testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's anyway. Shall I give you a brief overview of each scent?
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet. The second one is for... Finally, the third one... All clear? Don't get them mixed good. I'll leave you one who tries to sail 3...
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the Seven. Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Adventurer.
We've brought the perfume. Did we take too long?
Oh, you're back. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well,
3 sets.
thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and this is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon. Let's hope that she's...
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations.
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives near Yujing Terrace.
Sure, but aren't you going...
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person.
Man, why's he gotta be...
I apologize, but I won't be able to come once you've acquired the cleansing bell. I apologize. Once you've acquired the cleansing bell, meet me at Yujing Terrace.